Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good, everyone's chilling, going about their days nice and lovely. Today we are going to be taking on something that I should probably have done a bit better last time, but I messed up. That's on me, my bad. And we're going to do Blue Baby again, but this time we're actually going to do a side that we need to do. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing okay. I'll be real with y'all. Not tired, actually just finished eating dinner. So hopefully no interruptions this episode. And I gotta say, you know, Chef Tony, cooking it up again. I'll be real with y'all, I had seen one video. I forgot who the content creator's name was, but I've seen his videos before. And from what I remember, I actually really like the creator a lot. I think he's a cool guy. And so I had seen a video of his that kind of inspired me to want to low-key start chefing it up again. Start chefing it up a bit more than I used to. If you aren't unfamiliar, for a brief moment in time I used to live alone. Back when I was around 2 years younger and a bit more ambitious, without realizing that, like, you know, bills and stuff are pretty taxing on someone who's only working part-time and who was slowly getting their hours cut due to the garbage that is the company I used to work for. But you know what? That's that. You know, like, you know, obviously it sounds like I got over it. Jokes aside, though, alright, jokes aside, unironically, I used to live alone for a bit, so I had to learn a bit more on how to cook by myself in order for me to, you know, like, properly exist as a human being. And in doing so, I would say, personally, I think I did learn a decent amount. I learned a pretty solid amount about how to cook. And I kind of got like not a newfound love, because I'd already liked cooking before then, but I had definitely gained more knowledge when it came to cooking my own meals and stuff like that. I made sure to try my best, at least when I was alone, to never, or not alone, I had a roommate, but you know what I mean. Wasn't with my parents. Try my best to not eat out at all, you know, only in the rarest of rare scenarios that even then it's I'm kind of struggling to find an excuse for it, you know what I mean? Like that kind of deal. It had to be out of desperation that I ate what's it called? I don't know why. I thought I saw D Infinity for a second. Am I cooked? It had to be out of desperation that I dared to consume in food outside, you know what I mean? Like fast food and whatnot. Oh, come on, that was such a good strat. I just kind of forgot that he explodes into like a billion bad enemies. Rain jump. Runs to the end. Tears down. Speed down. Gun to my head right now. No, I'm playing. You're sorry, YouTube. Sorry, you never kill yourself. Okay. Anyways, me yapping about all this aside, all right. Essentially, I had grown fond of cooking food. It's very fun, very enjoyable, and it's something that I like to do because it's great. Honestly, if I'm gonna be real with you. I find cooking food to be very relaxing and just overall great. How to have a good time 101 is just cook a nice little meal and enjoy. I know I don't have Foof anymore, however, I think Stitches is unironically one of the best, okay, maybe if you don't use it like me. But I think it's one of the best active items out there, alright? It's really good. It helps deal damage to enemies, it helps get you things that you're not able to get beforehand. It's pretty good, that's all I'm gonna say. Stitches is pretty good. Tony yapping about that aside though, alright? My bad, I had to grab that real quick. Cooking is fun. And I saw a video recently that kind of, you know, once you live with your parents for a bit, you lose a little bit of that cooking aspect. Not a lot of it, in my opinion, but you know, a part of me is like, oh, time to start relying a bit more on my mom to cook and whatnot. Not to say I don't cook at all. I do still cook because I find it to be very fun and overall great. I literally two episodes ago, I talk about how I was cooking a meal for my friends. Granted, it was a Taco Bell item that me and my brother used to have. It was us reconstructing that Taco Bell item. However, what are you gonna do? It was good, all right? It was good, and I cooked food. So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I don't, you know, cry about it. Anyways, all that aside, usually, most of the time, I kind of mainly rely on my mom to make most of the food and whatnot. However, I saw this one video that was really fucking cool, and it was stop wasting money on chicken parts and just buy the whole chicken instead. You know what I mean? So like, stop wasting money buying chicken breast and chicken muscles and chicken wings. Just buy the whole chicken, little bro, and make it, you know, cut the shit up yourself. And I'm gonna be real with you, a part of me has kind of always wanted to do that. However, a little bit of me feared that I would be bad at it, you know what I mean? And even more of a speed down is kind of criminal. What can you do though? I don't know, it always just seemed like cutting up a chicken like that, I'm gonna be real with you, it kind of always just seemed like it'd be way more complex, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, all right? The dude in the video, he made it seem like it was one of the easiest things to do in the world, bro. Which is what had me excited to want to low-key try it. But thinking about, you know, getting a chicken and then cutting it up, you know, making sure you separate everything nice and right. And I also learned something that, you know, you might be like, Tony, isn't it obvious? You're a moron. In the video, all right? Oh my God, dude, Forget Me Now is such a good fill. Do I take it? No, I can't. Then I'm gonna lose Stitches, bro. And you know Stitches, that's my goat. I'm sorry, little bro. I don't think it works anymore, but let's try. Nope. Damn it, man. Damn it, damn it, damn it, I lost Stitches. Whatever, what can you do? Oh well, we'll just kind of take it like that, man. Alright, whatever. Like I was saying before we lost a real one, is I learned, I guess, kind of, it's not that hard to actually cut up a chicken, you know what I mean? To butcher a chicken, I guess would be the proper term. And if you are unaware, chicken has got to be one of, if not my favorite, like, meats, bro. I'm a poultry guy, personally. I like chicken, I like turkey. Do I prefer turkey over beef? No, but do I prefer chicken over beef? I'm gonna be real with you. Kinda, yeah. If I go to get Chinese food, I'm never getting beef fried rice or pork fried rice. It's always chicken fried rice, chicken chow mein, general chicken. Never getting the beef stuff. Not like I think the beef stuff is bad or whatever. No, it's probably pretty damn good too. But personally, I just enjoy chicken way more. I think it's you're gonna call this crazy. Alright, I just think it tastes better, alright? Genuinely. I think some goated ass chicken strips are damn good compared to like you guys ever had like chicken fried steak or country fried steak, whatever it's called? Like stuff like that, man, it's just an imitation, bro. It's just, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. You can't just kind of batter beef the same way you do chicken and think it's gonna taste better. No, it just don't hit the same, bro. But it's damn good. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Is that it's damn good. Oh, come on, man. That should not have hit me. Go to the shop, see what's up. My bad, I'm over here humming the Isaac song. It's such a good song, man. This OST is so peak. Mod Tony forgot he had installed. Oh, look at that. Look at that, man. What was having those on the ground? That kind of, I'm gonna be real with you, it low-key like surprised the shit out of me. Cause I was like, what is that? Alright, first, we're gonna go for an angel deal. If we can get an angel deal, I'm gonna pop this gift in there and maybe get something good. If we're lucky, we'll get poop back. Honestly, poop is not even a bad item on this guy because of the fact that he generates flies. If we're unlucky, we're gonna get like, I don't know, what's a bad angel deal item? Dead Sea Scrolls, you know what I mean? Lump of Coal's even good. Honestly, poop, lump of coal, both really good items, so good potential pulls. If we're unlucky and we don't get an angel deal, however, we're gonna go to the secret room and see if we can't finesse a very lucky item like Sacred Orb or Archie even, dare I say. You know, it is what it is. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Oh, hold on. Oh my god, I'm alive. Your size up, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, secret room it is. We're gonna have to find it. But, you know, like I was saying, I guess I just would have thought it'd be harder to cut up a chicken like that. But, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm going to kill myself. Okay. Oh my god, it's cooked. Oh, I should not have picked that up, bro. I should not have picked that up. I'm done for. Oh, we already did Mother. What am I doing? We need to do like Beast or something, bro. Hello, what am I doing? In case you're unaware, I cannot describe it, but the missiles have also been I am wizardified. That's all I'm trying to say. Or Dunscapified, I should say. I am a wizard is the other version. The pill. And so I was very surprised to see this video, and it's kind of got me curious because, one, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, alright? I was actually not aware that chicken tenders was its own cut. You might be thinking, Tony, what do you mean? I was under the impression that chicken tenders, people just made them by cutting up thin, like thinner cuts of chicken breast that were then, what's the word I'm thinking of? Thinner cuts of chicken breast that were just like cut into strips and breaded and whatnot. I genuinely thought that's what chicken tenders were. I was unaware of the fact that chicken tenders is actually like the tenderloin of the chicken, you know what I mean? Like the filet mignon sort of deal. I was completely unaware of this And so in the process of also, what the hell? Everything fell out like that. You see that? That was creepy. In the process of learning that, one, it is mad cheap to just buy a whole chicken and cut up everything compared to just buying the items you would get usually by the pound. I also learned that chicken tenders, I kind of knew this, but I just thought they were just marked. I'm gonna be real with you. This might be a dumb take on my end, but because of the fact that I thought chicken tenders were just like cut up strips of chicken breast, I was under the assumption that chicken tenders, like at the store, the pre-cut raw ones, it was just like all marketing, you know what I mean? I thought it was just breast that was cut up in tender like form, and then they were marked up crazy high. If you're unaware, chicken tenders are like $10 a pound, you know what I mean? And so I just thought, damn, suckers falling for it again. I was unaware of the fact that turns out I was a sucker, bro. I got the wrong guy, you know, that kind of deal. I'm gonna be real with you. I think picking up Epic Fetus ruined me. Now, was I aware of the fact that it was going to make my very dumb and weird shots? I didn't know they were gonna be affected by what's it called, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. I was not aware that my shots were gonna be affected by the stupid whiz, bro. I'm a moron. He's actually brain dead. Yo. Oh my god. Holy shit, finally, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Or can't even do anything in this goddamn game. With this guy specifically, can't do anything with this guy, man. Everything's, god damn it, I cooked myself, dude. I cooked myself. I was in such a good position. And then I decided to grab the whiz. And I'm gonna be real with you, even when I had the whiz, I was low-key kind of good. You know? I'm a moron enough to have grabbed the whiz enough times to kind of understand its little stupid complexities, if I'm gonna be real. So I was under my own impression that would be fine. Little did I know. Yeah! Alright, we're gonna have to rely on suplex a whole lot more. I'm gonna be real with you, we're gonna have to rely on suplex a whole bunch. Perfect. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. I'm gonna be real with you. Tears up, let's go! It's useless, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Tears Up does anything if you have the fetus, right? Oh my god, I like robbed his middle point. Gross. Oh, so yeah, my bad. I got so caught up in Isaac and yelling at myself and whatnot, I kind of just forgot. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna be real with you. I find it pretty cool that chicken tenders are their own real thing, and I was just a moron and thinking they were something else. And it kind of had me wanting to low-key follow it up even more, you know what I mean? I was like, man, I didn't know these were different. Now I low-key want to, like, cook the shit out of this. You know what I mean? Now I want to, like, debone that chicken even more. Because, let me get the dude's name. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Maybe you guys have heard of this YouTube account. Pretty cool guy. I've seen a few of his like YouTube shorts, but I only just recently started watching full videos of his. TrigTube. The name is TrigTube. Let me see if I can find the exact video I was looking at right here. It was "Stop wasting money on chicken." And if I remember correctly, all right, I'm gonna quote a part of the video. Maybe not, just because I realize I might be wrong. But essentially, if you're, you know, if you're still kind of curious, even if I might get the calculation wrong. Essentially, bro was out here saving like 60%. You would be saving 60% more money or whatever if you just bought the entire chicken, cut it up yourself, and, you know, kind of just ate that, than if you had gone to the store and bought each piece and its equivalent. One of which, I'm gonna be real with you, I think is the fact that the tenderloins, the fact that the chicken tenders are, what's the word I'm thinking of? Mad cheap, or mad cheap if you buy them this way. I'm gonna be real with you. If you buy a whole chicken, you get 2 breasts, 2 muscles, 2 like, you know what, chicken legs, so like the drums, 4 chicken wings, 2 tenders, and a whole bunch of what's the word, a whole bunch of bone and other, you know, whatnot, skin, in order to make it into what's the word I'm thinking of, stock or broth, you know. So now you got like ready-made chicken stock, just that you don't have to buy. And I'll be real with you, man. Watching that, literally seeing the savings in front of my face, it kind of had me like, man, is this low-key the move? Have I been missing out on just like kind of butchering my own chicken, like my own whole chicken? Because I'm gonna be real with you, all right? It's so easy. Tony, are you really gonna butcher a whole chicken for what? For some wings? It's like, no, bro, obviously not. However, if you butcher a whole chicken, you get 4 wings out of that. You can just, I have a vacuum seal thing. I got like one of those like Zwilling vacuum things. Vacuum sealed bags. So the airtight container. Oh my god, I killed him. Rah. So you can just, once you're done, Ziploc up and vacuum seal 4 wings. Then next week you butcher another chicken, bada boom, another 4 wings. 3rd week you butcher another chicken, bada boom. That's 12 wings right there. And not to mention the fact that you're also getting what? Breasts, muscle, not muscle, muslo. I got muslo and muscle. Chicken thighs. Did I say muscle earlier? I'm so stupid. You're getting chicken thighs, all right? You're getting the drumstick. You're getting the, you know, tenders each time also. Same thing, you know what I mean? Any excess part that you're not immediately using, you can just kind of fucking freeze right away for later, bro. You're like, oh, you know, I cut up a chicken, but I'm not planning on using these breasts right now. Just freeze them, bro. Throw them bitches in the freezer. Sorry, excuse my language. Throw them son of a guns in the freezer, you know what I mean? Oh, but I got this, bro, throw it in the freezer, you know? These thighs, throw them in the freezer. These 2 tenders, I don't want to cook only 2 tenders. Throw them in the freezer, bro. You know what I mean? Is the freezer low-key the most goated storage, like, method in human history? You know what I mean? Like, we used to salt cure our shit, but then we just invented like a machine that keeps things at a freezing temperature, but that freezing temperature is perfect for anything that you could possibly think of freezing, bro. You know? It's just coded in modern technology, you know what I mean? Local man from 1892 discovers the freezer, you know? 1892. When were freezers invented? This might sound stupid, you know? Hold on. When were freezers invented? 1857. Oh my god. Oh, he fucked up the bit, bro. He said 1892. Look, whatever, you know what I mean? Dudes before 1856 were like, just gotta throw my shit in like 80 tons of salt in order to let it dry out so no bacteria gets on it. Or like, what's that shit they like? I don't know if this is true. I saw a video about it. Like, motherfuckers in Alaska be like just freezing their shit, you know what I mean? And bacteria works the same way. I think that's what it said in the video. But like, bacteria works the same way, heat and cold wise. So like, you just gotta freeze that son of a bitch mad crazy. I'm talking like negative, like negative 50 degrees. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if negative 50 is the correct number. But essentially, just freeze it crazy hard. And then you can just kind of eat it raw from there. Would I ever do that? Hell no. That's not me though, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about like what they used to do back in the day. What some people still might be doing now, you know? Who am I to judge? I'm not. You feel me? You kind of picking up what I'm putting down here, bro? Oh, I killed him! Oh my god, I actually did it. Hey, mercy! Dude, come on, I couldn't even escape, man. You can't do that to a guy. Bro can't even escape his own fate. Like, what is this? Hello? Shaking my head. Don't you know Guardians make their own or something? My bad, I'm sorry, that was a Destiny reference. I promised I wouldn't be referencing Destiny like that anymore. I don't know if I ever made that promise, actually. I could just be spewing misinformation out the wazoo. You know how it is. But look, all I'm trying to say is Chef Tony might be back. You know, that's all I'm trying to say, really. At the end of the day, what I'm just trying to say is that like Chef Tony might be back. Granted, for a whole family, I don't know if it might make sense to be buying a whole chicken all the time. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, just because of the fact that you could, what? Because like my mom low-key like goes through 2 whole chicken breasts in like a dinner, you know what I mean? In like a dinner for me and my family. So it's kind of like, what are you gonna do? You gonna buy like 1 chicken every day or something? Like, no. You know, she'd be going through like 2 chicken breasts, like 2. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, man. I'm sounding like a moron. Goes through 2 whole chicken breasts in like 1 dinner, and we definitely eat chicken more than once a week. Is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. There you go. I managed to find my words. Praetorians to me. It's from fucking, what is it, New Vegas, bro? I don't know why my friend's been quoting it recently. It's been finding its way into my vocab. I don't know if you guys can't tell. Praetorians to me. But you know, just be on the lookout. That's all I'm really trying to say. Be on the lookout for what? I don't know. Because it's not like I'm gonna do anything bad or anything. Lookout might be the improper term here. Fucking kill me, bro. World's biggest dumbass just dropped. Picture of Tony playing the Binding of Isaac, man. No matter, we're gonna hold it for like 2 seconds anyways, bro. Killed his ass, bro. Let's go. Get out of here. Let's get out of here, man. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care, bro. You know, speaking of not even caring, I don't know why this did not come to mind because I said the words "don't even care," but I think I did. I forgot what I was talking about. A while back, I was talking about, like, you know, trying to get a consistent schedule for like morning routines and whatnot. You know what I mean? This could have been ages ago. Regardless, it's kind of coming in now because one, I'm a little bit more curious, and two, you know, trying to better myself, as they say, trying to keep things going for the better in the world of Tony and whatnot. So I come to y'all today with this sort of, not even a proposition, just kind of, I don't even know if you'd call it a question. I don't know. I recently got some nose strips because I'm always hearing my brother talk to me anytime we hang out. I'm not even joking. I bought it because we were hanging out that Saturday, and he mentioned it to me. Is he alive? Is he okay? What the hell happened? What the fuck was that? But I had recently gotten some of like those like nose pore strips, you know what I mean? Where you, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like you put the little strip on your nose, and what it does is it, what happened? What even happened? Die. Yo, you can't be killing the guy while I'm holding him, bro. You're glitching me out here, man. This ain't even like a real question. I'm gonna be so real with you. It's kind of a stupid question, but it's just like, how often are you supposed to use that? You know what I mean? Because I recently got that, and like, you know, anything to look good, bro, or whatever. No, not anything to look good. I'm not trying to end up in like some, what's that freak shit, man? I'm not trying to end up in like some substance situation, you know what I mean? But basic hygiene to look good. And it's more so just like, I don't know, it's never something I've really done before. I'm gonna be so real with y'all though. I like did it for the first time. Not really for the first time, but like for the first time in a minute. Like 2 days ago, and holy hell, bro, am I gonna be real? It made my nose feel like the smoothest it's ever felt in my life. It kind of had me like, no wonder people do this, you know? No wonder there are people out there making a living off of like this kind of content creation, like makeup and whatnot. Because that shit felt so nice to just clear off the nose strip and then feel my nose, and it was like smooth as a baby's bottom might be the proper term. Maybe not the proper term, you know what I mean? That's the thing that most people would say. Smooth as a baby's bottom or whatever. And you know what, bro? Might be right. Dude, you can't like throw them on me like that, bro. I'm gonna die. Oh my God, have mercy on my soul. Jesus Christ, man. You can't be splitting up like that. I just realized he was the invincible guy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Just mercy, please. Starring Michael B. Jordan and Brie Larson, I believe. Is that correct? Is that correct, Amundo, on that? Why did people ever hate Brie Larson again? I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, I don't know. Maybe maybe that one friend that's too woke or whatever. Maybe I'm out of the loop. But did people really just kind of not like her performance as Captain Marvel? Which I'm gonna be real with you, I really didn't either. I did not fuck with her performance as Captain Marvel. Personally, I don't know. Not really her fault entirely. More so kind of just... I just don't think she was written like the greatest or whatever.
Look at who he has to look up to.
But I like her in Scott Pilgrim, and I like her in the movie Just Mercy.
Just keep pushing me.
Was it really only that? Was it the fact that like the Captain Marvel sort of deal was kind of what had people hating Brie Larson with like every single bone in their body? I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not even joking either. And I don't mean to like speak on this as like so, like this is like genuine. I'm being so for real too. You know, this is not some Elliot Page thing where people hate him because he genuinely sucks at acting. You know, because I have seen God knows how many posts talking about Elliot Page and how it's just like, bro, I was hoping he would get better over time, but it's just been proven he cannot act. And it's like, man, really? You know, like it's not that kind of deal. I don't think so, because like I said, I've seen Brie Larson act in Just Mercy and I thought she was great. Is it just some sort of like Redditor pilled BS or whatever where it's just like hate women, you know, sort of deal? I don't know, man. Zombie real Jew. I know a friend of mine or whatever,
and become saved.
And I forgot what the hell we were talking about. We were talking about something, and then to find out Brie Larson was in the movie. It's like, oh, I hate her ass. And I was just like, man, like, what did she do? Like, is she a bad human being? You know, should I be aware of this kind of deal? Because that's something I like to be aware about before I start like defending Brie Larson. Is like, oh, Brie Larson is actually like a fucking world-class murderer or whatever, or like, you know what I mean, allegations. Because if not, what? I don't know. I don't understand the whole deal. You know, just me. That's just me though. Why was he still alive? He took like 2 missiles to the face, bro. How do you do that? Oh my god, you know what's crazy? Is that I was thinking about it. I realized that I was talking to y'all about how I made dinner and I ate dinner. I didn't even tell y'all what I had. So I had myself today for dinner was some rice, some vegetables like potato, carrot, and Brussels sprouts roasted, and it was that with some white rice and some salmon that I had made. Same difference, you know. I'm gonna be so real with you, using different words to say the same thing. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Yeah, it might be articulate or a bit more. I don't even know if it's true. I don't even know if it would be more grammatically correct to say I had prepared. It's just the fucking verbiage that's used. But terminology, whatever. I'm getting in my own head about this. No one else probably gives a fuck like that. But I had made some salmon with a little bit of olive oil on it, you know, a little bit of olive oil drizzle so you can get in the nice, a little bit of salt, because I mean, it's fish. Fish is already like de facto salty. De facto might be the improper word, but I wanted to say default, but then I started saying default, which is like to default on a loan or something, you know what I mean? I was using the wrong default, so I went to a different word. That's like default settings for fish, any sort of fish, is to be salty. So sprinkled on a little bit of fish. God damn it. Oh, in my life. Sprinkled on a little bit of salt and some pepper with some garlic powder. And then at the end, after it was done air fryer is so good, by the way, you know. So air fried it for like at 400 for 10 minutes. It came out, it was mad juicy, mad goated. But it was, what's the word I'm thinking of? There was some good ass salmon, and I sprinkled a little, you know, not sprinkled, but I put a little bit of lemon juice on top. You know what I mean? Cut a lemon in half and just decided to add some nice flavor, you know? A little je ne sais quoi. I think I used that right. Or not. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was damn good. I'm gonna be so real with you, bro. I was a little surprised myself. I was like, damn, I made this, you know? Because the salmon came out like, I'm gonna be so real. The salmon came out good as fuck. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I was like, man, this shit's good as hell. I was just surprised, I guess, more so. Like, man. Fish can be tasty as hell, you know what I mean? A verp into a friends till the end. Not bad. Not good. It's 3 flies that I'm probably gonna, you know, gonna see pass out in the first 10 seconds of this fight. My battery's gonna die soon. How do I know? I've stopped feeling the vibrations on this thing hitting the ground. Usually when my vibration starts coming out, that's when the battery for my remote starts dying. Although it's been a minute since I've used my remote with the battery anyways. For the longest time now, I've been kind of hardwired because I could not, this would be a dumb sentence. I could not for the life of me find my stupid ass battery. Lust. Hold up. But I'm trying to lock in, my bad. I gotta like lock in extra hard here because of the fact that what is it called? The whiz is acting up, bro. You know what I mean? I thought I got used to it after all this time. No, it's still just as confusing as when I first shot on accident. Just don't get hit. Just don't get hit. We'll be fine. We can live. And this should kill. Yes, sick. Alright, it's gonna be a struggle to fight what's it called. But you know what? We're gonna try. The Four Horsemen. I don't know why I blanked on their name. I think it's gonna be a bit of... Okay, I already broke Mantle. That's goated. I wish I had Spider Mod or something. I'm gonna be real, just so I can see health for us. Damn it, I knew it was gonna hit me too. I was in such a bad spot. Oh no, that's not good. I just realized, dude, I'm at full hearts now. If I was on half a heart, I could have got like a free scapular play or something, you know what I mean? But right now I'm at full hearts, that's not good. Ugh, I'm gonna have to try and Country Girls Make Do This or whatever, bro. But it was very good, alright? The salmon and rice and veggies were very tasty. Usually, you know, I had to spruce it up a little bit just because usually my mom is the one who makes the salmon and she likes to make it very crispy, which I'm not against. However, I do like the occasional juicy salmon. Salmon, usually it's prepared in that manner. It's not really something you crisp up, it's something you kind of just make, I guess. I don't know. I'm finding it hard to kind of find the correct words to use in this instance, but you know what I mean. I tried. That's right. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day. and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.